So,
Really?
yes.
Just right now?
Yes, right now.
Okay, not before.
Make sure you let everyone around you know that we are live, please.
Okay, we're live. Are we live now?
Yes, I think we're still live.
When did we go live?
About 20 seconds ago, I believe.
Okay. Just now, J1121 says. Hi. Awesome. Oh, I need to mute this. Um. Okay. So we're not doing an intro, right? Are we just like, are we in it? Are we doing it?
Correct. We are doing it live.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Sadie, and this is Painting Platinum. We're in the warehouse right now. So, can they hear you, Justin?
Assuming you have the desktop audio enabled, like we talked about yesterday.
We'll see. Um, Desktop audio. I think it's enabled.
One's in chat if you guys can hear me.
Hi, Jedi Jared. Okay, good. They can hear you. Okay, we did it. We did it. Okay, so I'm on the packaging floor. Packaging is like right behind me. Distribution over here. Like our big doors are over there. And yeah, we're just in the middle of everything. I don't have good enough internet at home to stream like everybody else, so I have to be up here. But yeah, I think that no matter what happens and how long we stay shut down, I think we're gonna make it work. So, I'm gonna get set up. Have my pokey tool here. I don't believe we're doing. Are we doing the gift cards or are we doing real giveaways today, Justin?
We could do PokeTool giveaways because I
Okay.
think that's unique. I mean, it's easier for me with Josh and other type of gift cards are just infinitely easier right now.
Yeah.
But I think we still have a stock of PokeTools, correct?
I don't know about that, but we can, right? We can do whatever we want, can't
Yeah,
we?
yeah. As long as John or whoever is able to cast them as necessary, that's kind of the difficult part, right? Is we don't know who or when and what our labor force is going to look like right now.
Yes. Well, John is here and John is casting. He's also intermittently making the survival kits. Um, so yeah, we're all here. We're doing it. Let's give away Poke Tools. Let's just go out on a limb. Let's just get wild.
All right, let's give away PokeTools then.
Okay. So for every 5 subs, um, the Prime subs, resubs, gift subs, we will give away a Poke Tool every 5. So,
And actually, Grazietti just did a tier 2, which is worth 2 subs. So thank you, Grazietti,
thank you,
and that's 2 towards
Grazietti.
our.
So, Justin,
Yes, Miss Sadie.
I don't see stream chat where it says stream chat on my computer. Can you
Did
fix
you
that?
pop it out?
How do you pop it out?
The little cog icon next to where it says chat.
I don't. Oh, yeah. How do you pop it out?
Well, if you hit the little cog, then you should see an icon to pop out chat as soon as you hit.
I don't see it. I think I'm just gonna have to use my phone, which means I'm not gonna see as much, but we'll make it work. Okay. All right.
Yes, Grazietti actually has a good point. Do you have the chat hidden right now on our channel, or do you have it? Did you hit the expand button to show chat?
Um, so I'm looking at OBS, right?
Oh, you won't see it in OBS.
Oh,
You'll have
okay.
to minimize OBS and you'll have to bring up the other since you don't have two monitors, right?
Nope. Not fancy
Then yeah.
like that. Is it Reaper Mini?
Yes, it is. Reaper miniatures, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay, sorry. Sorry, it's not going to be the most professional today, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so then I'm going to go to... How come I see, okay, here I am. Okay, so then... How do I pop out chat from here? Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm going to go to the cog. Hi, Scott Beal. Hi, Beef in the Hole. I've missed you guys. Hi, Planer Crossroads. Cog. Pop out chat. Okay, cool. So then, perfect. All right, here we go. Perfect. Ooh, Hara Monkey's on house arrest due to the big C. Awesome. Hi, Achilles Blade. No, I'm not Josh. So I actually get my show today. Is Josh doing it every other day? Is the deal? Hi, Vaxar.
He's doing Monday through Wednesday for us until Anne returns, which should be after next week, I would like to say. Depending on her, really.
Awesome. Okay. So it's going to be hard for me to show this, but we're working from the, the Learn to Paint Kit layer up. We're still working on Ingrid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry. 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 We're still working on...
What did you do?
I pushed a filter button on accident. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay. This will be a little clunky, but we're gonna make it. Are you okay, Justin? Are you dying inside?
No. It's fine. I have my own fires, so to speak, that I'm putting out currently with VMix. So.
So I'm just gonna get all my paint out. Hi Freestyle HQ. Hi Sharky in the tent. Skelsey. Hi everyone. I'm very excited about this. I really wanted to do it at home last week, but we couldn't figure out a way to do it. My upload speed is 0 at home. I don't even know if that's possible or how that's possible, but
With a 700 ping too, it's pretty impressive, honestly.
yeah, it's something. Okay, so Scott Beal thinks I need 2 hours, but Justin is working on other shows, so we have to end promptly at 4 today.
I mean, we could go since we started. We could go till about 4:20 if you want to. I can do that.
4:20.
Yeah, we can give you your whole hour at the bare minimum.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh yeah,
Thanks.
Justin. If you have Zero says if you have to deal with fires, you should get some marshmallows. Yeah, 420 paint it. Thank you, Doofustium. I didn't want to say
420
it.
paint it YOLO.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Reaper Dave's in here. Uh-oh. It says I have an echo. Is it the room? Is it because I'm being loud?
Oh, you shouldn't have an echo.
Maybe it's open twice or whatever. Freestyle HQ.
Yeah, if there's an echo for anyone else, then we can see if we can fix it.
Okay. So far, you have to bear with me, I'm in a different space. But so far, we've done Ingrid's. I'm not liking this. Okay. Okay, this is sideways. Sorry, not professional. Okay. So far we've done the cloak, we've done the skin, boots, gloves, sword, the blade, pommel, handle. We did a little bit of shading on her face. So yeah, we did our shadow layers on the cloak, skin. So awesome. So we did the chainmail. If you'll remember, we did the chainmail in ebony flesh, and it has no shadow. So we're starting dark. Okay. So we're gonna do the shadow on the leather coat and sword hilt with dark highlights. Okay. Uh-oh, Scott Beal says I have an echo. Okay, so you shouldn't be hearing both microphones. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I know
so
it is.
remember last night how I had you mute the one that says mic/aux? Mute that one.
It is muted.
Oh, well then.
It might be my cam.
Oh yes, mute your cam as well.
Okay, is that better? So I'm going to go in with dark highlights, 9042.
Oh, Brush for Hire. Thank you for the raid. I didn't realize earlier.
Hi,
they
Brush
got
for
raided.
Hire.
I think they just left though.
Oh.
Sorry, Brush.
Hi, guests. Okay, so Vaxar says no change. Oh, Planar Crossroads says my boys refused to allow me out of the bed due to the flu. Ugh. Ed just walked by. Am I still echoing? Through, I'm sure, because I don't have it plugged in.
Oh, okay.
It might be this mic or it might be that mic. Hold on.
It's this mic.
Okay. Dave's coming to help, guys.
I have the same problem with mine.
How about now? Justin?
I do not hear an echo because I'm through Discord, so you sound perfectly fine to me.
All right. High-tech fixes from Reaper Dave.
How's that?
Beautiful. Thank you. I think it's working. We're only going to know from other people because Justin's listening to me on something else. Okay, somebody says echo is still there. Okay. Yeah, we got to go to 4:30, Justin. I'm sorry, but I need more time.
That's fine.
Sibstorm says it's still there. It's not as bad.
Interesting.
Audio output. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me, Justin?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, can everybody else hear me? Dr. Bob, I'm not in the studio. I'm on the fix.
They said you fixed it.
Yay,
What'd
yay.
you do?
I think it was the document camera mic.
Oh, does that have a mic? Wow,
Mm-hmm.
you have so many cameras with mics. That's funny.
I have 4 whole mics.
That's perfect.
Yay! Thanks,
so
everybody.
keep that in mind for artificial surround sound in the future.
Yeah. The echo. Echo. Okay. Perfect. Yes, thank you, Reaper Dave. Brother Dave, not ordained. So I need a little coffee. It's 3:30. We're gonna make it. Okay. So, wait a minute. So, we're gonna use dragon bronze. I was incorrect. We're gonna use dragon bronze, and we're gonna do the base coat of the coat studs. I already did the hair clip, cloak pin, belt buckle, and then wash. Okay. Dr. Bob loves that they can hear the warehouse. Pewter Rooster says I can hear people talking in the background. Hi, Zambies. I thought it would be fun, more authentic. Like we're here and working skeleton crew. There's not that many of us here. Hi, Iggy Spell Scale. So
How you doing?
it was just, let's see, it was Cindy, Ron, Adrian, Vicky, Dave, Ed, and myself. And then we got Reese, Lauren, and David, Taylor, and Eric. Pretty much just people that wanted to come back and could stay socially isolated. Yes, I am working on painting. Sort of. I'm getting to it. Isn't that kind of normally the deal, though? Okay, sorry. Ooh, Doofus DM says I'm currently working on a metal hill giant from Reaper. Picked it up at a yard sale for $5. That's a find. That's a good find. I'd be so excited if I saw some Reaper minis at a yard sale. Where are you located, by the way, Doofus DM? Have you ever noticed, like, it's one of those regional things, like yard sale, garage sale. What else do they call them? I don't know. Did you ever take that test that was like, what area are you from based on what you call certain things? Like, do you call roly-polies, or doodle bugs, or I don't know, there's other things.
I've only ever known them as roly polies. But to answer your question, no, I've never taken a test like that.
Okay, so there is Michigan, yeah. Pill bugs, exactly. So you can take this quiz and it can pretty accurately tell you where you're from. And mine actually came up as Kansas City, and so did my cousin. So, like, we're from Texas. We're half our family's from Texas, half's from like Nebraska. But my mom and my cousin's dad moved around a lot. So I wonder if, I wonder if that's it. Pop versus Coke versus soda, pill bugs, milk. Ugh, I still love you. Pillow. What about crayon? Crayon. Some people say Crayola. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild. Language, pretty wild, man. Crayon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Diphamus says I still have a few late 90s, early 2000s metal minis still in the pack that I picked up from a yard sale. Yeah. That's neat. Dr. Bob, I didn't know people called drinking fountains bubblers. That's crazy. Wash your hands. Okay, so I have a friend from Munster, Texas, and it's pretty country, and she says wash. Yeah, water. Is that Philadelphia, Carwin? Water. George Washington. Yeah, Philly. Yeah, I just call them water fountains, I think. I have cousins in Nebraska that call soda pop. And I think we
Hey,
call it
Hey Sadie. So when you lean down like that, it's harder. At least for me, you're further away from your mic, so it's harder to hear you.
Oh, okay.
So the closer you get to it, the better it sounds.
We're gonna get down here. Um, Justin, do you say Coke for everything, or do you say
Yes, yes, I do. If
so?
it's a soft drink, it's a Coke.
I say soda.
Yeah, I think it's yeah. Well, when I was younger, it was primarily Coke, but actually, now that I think
Yeah,
about it, maybe it's just soda now.
I think we've changed to try and be more. What's the word?
If I'm around my grandpa, it's a sody water.
Sody water. Love that. Let's see. Warsh is predominantly Illinois, and I missed it. Oh, Dr. Bob. Yes, we are doing a Pokey giveaway for every 5 subs. Gift subs, Prime subs, gifted. Did I say gifted sub? Reap subs, regular subs.
Yes, and
All of
actually,
it.
we're at 3 currently, and I meant to read this out earlier because I wanted to tell people going forward that when you sub, if you leave a note, then we will typically we'll read the note out as long as it's obviously not profane. But so daily, for instance, just resubscribe tier 1 for 7 months, and they said lucky 7. Thank you so much for keeping the streams going and all those working the skeleton crew. Thank you for keeping us supplied. Stay safe.
Oh, we love being here. I'm really glad I was able to come in because we're gonna be swamped. Like if we had to shut down, we'd be swamped, especially with these survival kits. So I'm really excited that we're doing it. I'm not. Thanks, Reaper Dave. Reaper Dave just gave us 10 gifted subs. I'm really excited that we're doing it, but I didn't think about how much paint we would be making because we're selling out of those so fast. So we appreciate everybody's support and everybody loving us. We love it.
I had to reset the giveaway, so you guys are open now for.
Hashtag free. Or are we marbling? Or is that hard?
Marbles would have to be done on your side.
We're hashtag freeing, guys. Do I have to hashtag free? Do I have to do the random?
No, I can draw the names and stuff myself. I just
Can you hear me drink? I'm really self-conscious.
Oh, Corporea, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Also, thank you, Reaper Dave. Since I was behind on that one, that puts us at total of 18, which means we're 2 away from a 4th Poketool.
All right. Boots, gloves, belt. Oh. Man. Okay, so this wants us to shadow the coat studs, hair clips, cloak pin, belt buckle. This is detailed. Hi, Dimitri's Jimbo. What time is it where you are? I guess it's evening. It's 3:40.
Thank you, Planer. Look at that.
Thank you, Planar Crossroads. Dr. Bob says the sad thing is that regional dialects and accents are being worn away to some degree, mostly due to national broadcasting and television programming. Most newscasters use a Midwest flat accent in their speech, and most sitcoms avoid thick accents. Yeah, I had a guy in college tell me I have a raised by TV accent. I'm assuming he meant North or Midwest. Thanks, Dr. Bob. Man. I love
That brings us to 5 Poketools.
We had a guy working for a while in the paint department that said, I say some things like people in, I can't remember, a part of Dallas. Just sometimes though, and I don't know where I picked it up. I probably picked it up from people at school. But I say like regular. And that's very, it's in South Dallas, Bishop Arts. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know why I'm blanking on the name of the neighborhood. Oak Cliff. It's very Oak Cliff. Howdy, Dwayne Dwyer. Yeah. So we're going to mix a wash of 3 drops water to 1 drop ebony flesh and go over the entire coat, sword hilt, hair clips, cloak pin, belt buckle. Okay, so we're doing a wash. We're not doing a shadow layer. Sorry, I'm probably off camera so much. We're going to get this perfect though. Ginley says my wife has a weird Midwestern accent thing where she pronounces words with an AG at the end in a weird way, like flag and bag, like bag. I think, right? Bag. Diphamus says much of Michigan dialect is not about how you say words, but which words. Okay, so my favorite is the Philly John thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? I didn't know this was a thing. And the Southern accent is not how you say things, but how slow you say them, says Dr. Bob. So has anybody ever heard this might be fake news? Hi, Evil Elvis. But I've actually heard that the reason people spoke really slow in the South is because there were a lot of worms. A lot of people had hookworms or something. I don't know. Anyway. My grandpa told me that's BS, but that's what I read. That goes back to like the superstitious thing, like the closer to the equator you are, the more superstitious you tend to be because there's more parasites and things like that. So you have to avoid. I don't know. You just make up things and get superstitious to avoid whatever ailments. Oh, Justin, Planar Crossroads thinks this camera gives me a healthy glow. It might be the lighting. It might be the, Justin, what kind of lighting do we have down here? Fluorescent?
That would be flood lighting.
Flood lighting.
As in just a whole lot. No, I think that the primary difference there is you're using the webcam with everything on auto, basically.
I see.
So
3 drops
because
of water.
I was actually going to say on my end, you actually look a little pale.
A little pale.
Yeah, you look like you use a little bit of warmth.
I'll put bronzer on right now. Don't test me.
Oh no, don't do that. You could just do it with the camera.
I think what it is I had to put my makeup on really quickly. That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, so we're gonna do a wash over, like I said, the coat studs, hair clips, cloak pin. I don't even see a cloak pin. I forgot my glasses. Hate that. Oh, you guys. So I was thinking like, I'm running the show. I'm going to do things however I want. And I was telling Justin how I'm the captain and I'm in charge. And he is telling me, I didn't realize this, that he set it up so he can turn me off anytime he needs to. So I was going to play music. But, I'm not the captain. I'll admit it. I'm not too proud to tell you guys I'm not the captain. Did y'all hear that? We're gonna close everything down, wipe it down, disinfect. Safety. Oh, Dr. Bob says I'm a porcelain paint goddess. I love you guys. I've noticed. So, like, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
We're in North Texas, and a lot of my friends went through this experience where they had an accent when they were a kid, and they tried to like stop saying things that people say around here. And I think Coke was one of them. I think I started saying soda when I was a teenager. My grandma grew up in Texas, and Dr. Pepper's like a huge deal in Texas. And when she was a kid, what was the Dr. Pepper? Was it like 10, 2, and 6 or something? Like there was supposed to be Dr. Pepper breaks. You know what I'm talking about, Justin?
Oh, you're talking about the old commercials?
10,
2,
2,
and
and
4.
4, yeah. My grandma talked about that. They drink Dr. Pepper a whole lot. She loved Dr. Pepper. I think there was some story about how she caught her brother smoking or drinking, and he had to buy her off with Dr. Pepper. It's a very Texas story. Okay.
So I also have a theory too on why I think your coloring looks good today.
Why?
Because typically the angle that we use in the studio is it's more like a TV show setup.
Uh-huh.
It feels more. I hate to say this because I know this is not something we use, but professional, I guess. It feels more like we've taken time to make it look like it's a studio set. So it
Yeah.
looks very prim and proper. Whereas right now you look very personable. You look very, people can really associate with, they feel like they're sitting in front of you just painting, basically.
Yeah.
So, and that carries its own level of, I feel like, the attraction with other people, because it's when you're more approachable, when you're more
intimate.
friendly and warm, intimate,
Yeah.
correct.
It's an intimate
So
setting.
actually, if people like that sort of feel, I might experiment with our good camera upstairs with the same kind of angle.
I like that.
We might be able to make something happen here.
I thought about making Anne's office into Reaper Studio too, but it's whatever. I don't know how long this is going to last. I've heard that Denton's going to stay closed for until the end of April. And it's made this month go by so fast. Like, I can't believe it's April. I cannot believe it. So,
I agree, Dr. Bob. And I think that for this show, especially if Sadie were to do it by herself without me even being a part of it, this angle makes complete sense. And it's actually a lot better in my opinion.
I like this setup. I try and make it so you can't see any of the background, but like, okay, I'm going to do something unprofessional. Like, over here is the dock, and over here is stock of things like plastics. So I try to make it so it's in front of this brick that we put up. It's fake, and we put it up for, was it the Carnival ReaperCon? So we used to have ReaperCon at the shop. I'm sure a lot of you remember. There's more stock over here. Extra professional, guys. Extra professional. We used to have ReaperCon at the shop, and it was pretty cool. I think people liked it a whole lot. But yeah. But we don't anymore. It got too big, and and this Jedi Jared, that's not even it. Like, we've got an across the street warehouse. We are like bursting at the seams. J1121 says a video tour would be a fun stream. We might be looking at that for ReaperCon, guys. I know Ed said that there's going to be a go, no-go date. Sorry, I'm not painting. It's just too exciting. There's too much going on. Am I right?
I think people expect from this that this is not a painting first stream.
Yeah, it's not.
Also, Dr. Bob, I am taking notes frequently. In fact, I pretty much never stop taking notes. I've always used the adage that if you stop learning, then you're no longer progressing. So you always have to be learning, even if you're a master. Not that
Absolutely.
I am. Not. You cannot stop learning.
We say that in cosmetology, too. Yeah, Xanifer, I'm letting it dry. J1121 says, this ain't our first painting platinum. Yeah, Dr. Bob says the TARDIS is just around the corner. I thought about setting up in the TARDIS. It would have been tight. tight,
Like literally.
literally.
Same.
But so I had very limited. I probably could have gone anywhere, but Dave, sorry, I'm moving around. I'm like trying to get it back to where I want it. Dave set me up here because this is where the Wi-Fi is best, but my computer doesn't have Wi-Fi, so then we just plugged in an Ethernet cable. So I couldn't, so I couldn't move around too much, and this was just the prettiest. And I can't be over any further because I'll block the fire extinguisher, and we got to be extra safe. Dr. Bob, as far as I know, stock is okay. I ordered a lot of paint base last week. I've ordered pigment, and I had to order flake, like sparkles, all at the same time anyway. So, so I think we're doing fine. That's what I was a little worried about, is what happens if the people that supply our base, what's it called, shelter in place. But so far they're essential, and I follow their subreddit, and they're not very happy about it. Even though they're not like dealing with the public, they're still not very happy about it.
Who is this again?
I don't know that I should say.
Oh. Okay. Message it to me on Discord because I'm curious.
It's a secret.
Oh, it's
Am I
secret,
allowed to
okay.
say? I mean, you can tell if you walk through the shop.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to give you approval, yay or nay. I have
Okay.
no idea who you're referring to.
Let's see.
And our front end store has been closed for like how long now? 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I think. Yeah, I won't, guys. I won't do it. It feels iffy. Ed usually doesn't care though. Okay, so I have my shadow layer for the. I don't think I did this right. For the boots, okay, 3 parts heather blue to 1 part ebony flesh. I didn't do that, so I'm gonna put a little bit more. Michael Collins would tell me to move this over here, so I'm gonna do it. Has Michael Collins been a part of any of the streams, Justin?
Nope. He's been doing just Blue G stuff at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him
mean,
around, but
I've told him that if we want, if he's got, he wants to use that laptop that he's using currently, that we could chime him in for a Reaper Live if he wanted to be a part of it.
Dr. Bob, was Sophie Silver a ReaperCon color? And Xanifer, yeah, Michael Collins took over when Justin was sick. Yeah. It's always just a kind of nice, different vibe with me and Michael Collins.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
better.
I'll go get Collins. That's fine.
Different, not better. Hi, Val under the red. I missed you too. Really did.
I like how I went from feeling bad that I wasn't going to participate as much to now I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, I was telling Justin, like, he was telling me he's not going to engage. He always does this, but as people who know me know, I can get anybody distracted.
That is fact.
One of my teachers in high school told me that I was very engaging, and he expected me to get better grades and do good things because I was the only one that could get him talking about Ted Bundy for an hour when he wasn't supposed to. And I was like, my favorite thing to do in high school would be like not want to do my work and then start a conversation with my teachers. Thank you, Taveria. Maladrock, yes, there's going to be a Reaper Live. I want to be on Reaper Live. How come y'all didn't invite me to be on Reaper Live? I guess because I wasn't even doing my own show last week. I saw everybody's
correct.
kitties, puppies. Don't you know my kitty would like to be on here? She's not up here though. She's at home.
I would actually say if you want to be on Reaper Live, you can. I've restructured Reaper Live to feel very different. It's not going to feel like it ever has in the past.
I'll do it.
It has changed with the times as of currently. It is. It's going to be a different taste and feel and look.
Okay.
Unfortunately, does this say this Scobo paints or Akobo paints? I can't tell because the Twitch chat is kind of being wacky.
I don't have a green
I don't think she
screen.
has a. Yeah, she doesn't have a green screen.
If I would be in Anne's office, it'd be like a green screen. I don't know if anybody's seen Anne's office, but it is bright green.
We have the Scobo. Okay. And we have the ability to
Scopo.
bring in really technically up to 8 people. The problem is the more people, the more absolutely cacophonous it gets. To
I
where you don't
noticed
actually, yeah.
I didn't get to watch it live last week because I worked until like 9:30 that day. But I noticed that everybody was being really good about not talking over each other. I always like to say more than 2 people on stream at once is like when you're watching reality TV shows, like the trashy ones where people fight. And I like to watch things with closed caption on, and it says all speaking at once. That's one of my favorite closed captions. That and unintelligible. Chris Ayer, that'll be at 6 p.m. East, 6 p.m. Central, not standard time, right?
Correct. Although now that we are a part of
Oh,
what?
are we in standard
Actually,
time now?
I think we actually are in standard time now.
Oh, just in time for me to get it right. Okay. Stony base. Okay, so I want to
So,
talk about something. Go ahead though first.
well, real quick, I was just gonna say, there isn't any reason whatsoever that we can't have you on Reaper Live if you really want to do it.
I really want to do it.
Obviously, having a green screen would be awesome. So if you want to find a sheet or something, then put it behind you there.
I was gonna make a blanket for it at at home. Yeah. What's weird person time, Gimli? I was actually gonna be really focused. I wasn't gonna go crazy. I wasn't gonna go off the rails. Um, yeah. So I want to do it, Justin. I want to do it. Ask if that's okay, and I'll do
Yeah.
it.
No, I mean it's up to me. It's not up to anyone else.
Oh, it's up to the captain.
So
Look out,
I can
everybody.
I can pipe you in. In fact, not only that, not only can you come in, but you can take my place because I will not be streaming my video again.
What? Are
I
you going to
don't
be
need
on
to
the
be there.
the
I will be
doodles?
talking. But
Okay.
I do not need. Yeah, I'll be talking. You don't need to see my video.
Okay. So I didn't base coat our base. So it's going to be 3 part bleached linen to 1 part ebony flesh. Wouldn't it be fun, Justin, if we tried to make it like a ventriloquist where I looked like I was saying what you're saying?
Oh yeah, if we coordinated enough, that would be hilarious.
Like in Chicago.
Just like in Chicago.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Extra points if you know what I'm talking about. When they both reach for the gun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. All right. Stony base. 3 parts bleached linen to 1 part ebony flesh. So what I was gonna say is sorry, I'm just reading. What I was gonna say is I've been thinking about where I want to go with this show after we stop doing the kits. So what I was thinking, because I feel like my perspective is from the beauty world because I'm a cosmetologist. So what I was thinking about doing is approaching miniatures from a beauty and fashion sense. So taking maybe a photo of somebody and deciding on the colors of the hair, skin, clothing based on like a season. I don't know. It's not the most like current thing. People still use it, but like, are you a summer or a winter or a autumn, spring? You know what I'm talking about? So exactly, Dr. Bob. Exactly. Ugh. If you weren't in theater after that movie came out, you're just missing out. Just missing out. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. The only problem being, the smaller something is, the more contrast you want to use, and not all seasons have a lot of contrast. So trying to work that out would be different. Yeah, exactly. Chris Air, Reaper Vogue. Dr. Bob says maybe paint a dragon. I've never painted a dragon before. That's actually the first Reaper thing I ever owned, but I tried to glue it together and it fell apart because I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't paint it. Oh, Maldrakar. Isn't Maldrakar huge? Guys, you gotta know this about me. Once I've been on something for a while, I'm done with it. I really can't stand to stay on something for a really long time. Color palette. Ugh. With a 3-aught brush. I just painted over this guy's boot. This lady. I could paint the figures in their survival kit. Exactly. Could do that. So I talked to Ed today about a kid's version. We've been throwing that around. Not that this is an announcement, but one of our ideas was the Bone Sylvanians and Chibis. Yeah. I had heard, I think it was Anne who said that monsters are good for kids too, because they're big and bright. No, Keldor. Kids Kit not confirmed. Mouse Adventurers. It just depends on what we have a whole bunch of. Because we don't want to use anything we don't have a whole bunch of. As we're learning, this is very popular. Very popular. I had to borrow some of the paints from upstairs. And there was a night, like, nobody else was up here except Michael Collins. I tried to use... We've got this slide that they put in to slide product from upstairs to downstairs. And I was like, how come nobody ever uses this? It's like a known thing. You don't slide down the slide. You'll get in trouble. But anyway, I was upstairs in Kid Shop borrowing stuff, and I was carrying it down. It was like 200 paints at a time, so almost a gallon, like carrying 2 at a time. And on the last one, I got so tired, I just put it in my lap and slid down the stairs on my butt, which is something that I haven't done since I was a kid. And I was thinking, like, if they look at the cameras, they're gonna think I've lost it. But it was a good rest, and it was fun. It's really like being up here in the apocalypse. We could do metal minis, Crusair, but I think that would drive the price point up. And I think what's cool about these is the price point. I'm not sure, because I don't buy this stuff. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean. You get what I mean. Are you still here, Justin?
I am.
I'm getting offended. Dr. Bob says the kids I have taught love the monster minis. The character minis are a little intimidating. Yeah. That's what Anne says. I've said that because I did one paint club before paint club got canceled because of all this. But I've said paint club's going to turn into Anne says. And it's almost like you don't know how much you know about a TV show or a movie or a comic book until you start telling people about it. But I never knew how much I'd listened to Anne until people started asking me questions. And it's very much Anne says. Anne says. Chris Ayer says, yeah, but it takes you a month to paint one. So maybe I'll get fast. It's just because I want to engage with you guys. Just because I want to be here now. You know what I mean? And like, I like to read chat. Like Dave told me, he was like, you could have John Overton come up and read chat for you. And I was like, yeah, but I'm controlling. And how would I know that he reads the chat I want to read? Unless he just reads me the whole chat. Valender the Red says, of the 18 figures that came in the survival and expansion, 12 made my fingers twitch for brushes. Only 6 made me go meh, and that was my own personal taste. That's pretty darn good ratio. Yeah. The kids love the skellies. I liked the skeletons. I didn't know how much I'd like painting skeletons until recently. Oh, man, I'm getting this everywhere. I really need to use my glasses from now on. You're welcome, Chris Ayer. Thank you. About the paint, Scobo Paint says, Are the MSP bones the same as the MSP HD yellow label? No, they are not. However, the new, trying to think of the numbers, 94, at least 9478, possibly before that, 9478 to 9485 are HD colors that we brought back to bones. Those were discontinued. It's actually kind of funny. Ed was talking about how he discontinued them to make more space, and then we kept putting them back in and kept thinking of more paints, and yeah, putting more stuff back in. Like, there's more stuff that I would like to put in. I would like it if we, and this is Anne's influence, but I would like it if we took everything apart and like renumbered things and put different things together, like put all the clears together, things like that. Zerus says 9467 through 9485. Close. You were right. I was this far off. Yeah, I can't remember now. Used to, and maybe a little bit, like used to when I was pumping, I would get to the point where if somebody was using the wrong cap color, I would be like, this doesn't seem right. Or whatever. Like, I knew them well enough. I knew numbers. Now I've gotten to the point I don't know as much. Chris Ayers says, I can poke fun because I'm a slow painter too, and I cannot talk to people when painting. I might go back to art education, and I'll say that's because when you're in the right side of your brain, you're not using words. That's why our, uh-oh. What did I do? I think I got rid of my chat. That's why our art teacher wouldn't let us talk, allegedly. Maybe one day I'll use that myself. You're not on the right side of your brain. You need to be quiet. Like music with no words. For the most part, Valender the Red says, the one thing that impressed me most about the Reaper paints was how well they thinned. The pigment didn't break up as much as certain other brands do. Yeah, the bones in general are a lot more pigmented. So yeah. Michael recently, I've talked about this before, but Michael recently has been to make sure they're not like too pigmented though. I have a habit of being kind of a perfectionist when it comes to matching things. So I would rather add a little bit more pigment than let it be just the slightest bit different. Like, I would like people to be able to use 2 bottles and have it be exactly the same. But I want it to be consistent in the amount of pigment as well. So like if you use it diluted, generally I'd like that to be the same. Chewy Boots says, I keep missing the survival kits when they come in stock. I think that's because we're doing like flips of 200. So I think we're on 700 now. And then paint batches are actually 750 to 800 a piece. So, oh, did I dip my brush in my coffee? I might have done that. I really need to switch it around and put my water over here and my coffee somewhere else, but I might have done that. Yeah. Beams Badman said, just ordered my first Reaper paints today. Hope they still ship inside the EU with the C-word stuff going on. Yes. I think we're good. I think we're sending a pallet to our EU guy today, like our Reaper UK guy. Not EU, UK. Whoops. So yeah. Still should be available. They're pretty on top of that. Unless we think of something, sometimes we'll think of something random really quick, like the Heartthrob Pink, and it won't get sent. But yeah, I usually use the bright pink cup, but I didn't grab it from upstairs, and I didn't have time to get it from Justin's office. just purchased the April Mini Monday kit. Will be my first time using Reaper paints. I love that. I haven't caught a whole lot of Miniature Monday, but I have a feeling I would really like it. I think I really like the way Josh paints and teaches. I've just seen clips of it like walking through the store, and I really like it. I like that there's a palette. I'm kind of toying with that idea myself. Really thinking about how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to make it. Obviously, we don't want to do what everybody else is doing, so it's not what this show is, and it's not what it's going to be, even if I try to do that. But, yeah. I would like to conform to the way that the community paints, because I think that's a thing, right? There's a certain way to do things. Like, my ideas about paint were not, like, for example, I've been wanting to do a platinum color for a long time, and I wanted to put sparkle in it, but Anne told me that when you put metallic in something, the angle determines the light source, and you want to be able to determine the light source. And I kind of asked her about skin highlights. I'm like, when you see somebody, like makeup, you'll do a sparkly highlight, and she kind of said the same thing. Sharky in the tent said Josh blew minds with the painting tip the other day. Everybody wants to know. Dr. Bob says don't tease. So go to the bonus stream video from March 31st, about 22 minutes in.
I agree with that, Sadie. You should do something larger, like the Obsidian Crypt. Or like Gormaw, maybe.
But that's not... I like people, guys. I'm a people person. Dr. Bob says well, there's a reason the community paints the way we do. Using the pointy end of the brush doesn't work so well. Sharky in the tent says it's about how he keeps his brush control so tight, but he explains it really well. I like that.
Oh, thank you, C-Nut, for the raid.
Hi, C-Nut Bush. Thank you for the raid. Chris Sarah says I need to get out of my comfort zone. That's true, but like, I've got to enjoy it as well. Maybe I would still enjoy it. Maybe I'll get out of my comfort zone and I will enjoy it. Dr. Bob says what would be a great show is doing a Sophie Says paint contest with the hosts of Reaper Live. It was just April 1st. I like that. Yeah. We like raids.
Speaking of new shows, though, there is a new show coming probably tomorrow. I mean, we're in the works now to making it work. By we, I mean Ron and I. But hopefully we'll see that after the Reaperland show tomorrow. And if we do, I think you guys will like it.
Well, what is it?
I'll tease a little bit as to what it could be.
We don't like that. Not on this show.
I'll give you the premise. I just don't know if it's going to air tomorrow.
Okay.
So the premise is going to be Ron as a host, essentially. I'll be working the boards and stuff, of course, producing it, and we'll have guests call in essentially, and these guests, and they'll be there for the whole show. They're not going to call in the middle of the show, but these guests essentially are going to be painters and sculptors who had a hand in whatever the piece it is that we were discussing.
Oh.
So if we're talking about a piece that was sculpted by Weeby, we'd have Weeby video call in, and Ron would essentially talk to him about that piece. And if that piece was painted by Proctor would also be there, and we'd be talking to Proctor about why he painted something, the decisions he made, the inspiration he had, that kind of stuff.
I love that. And then once all this stuff is over, so like, the reason I have all this stuff is because I was going to start streaming at home. Well, I can't stream at home because my internet's not very good. So my honey and I were going to do a show together. Well, my honey has asthma, so I've quarantined him. I haven't seen him in, I think it's been 3 weeks. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't get sick. But after this is over, which it feels like it'll never be over, we're going to start streaming together. Yeah, J1121, a bust is a great idea. I would love to paint a bust. But I would be doing painting, tarot cards, probably just a lot of general talking. And we're trying to think of a game that we both want to play for kind of like a date night, stream. But yeah. Cristera says, I like the theory part of painting. It's one of my weakest areas. Yeah, another thing I thought of is like principles of art and design. Like different, like, I don't know, like taking a composition book and kind of going through and applying it. That's another idea I've had. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So when the big C word is run its course or whatever, I'm not anxious about it like I normally would be, but getting kind of sad about it. I would like to be able to hug people and see people and get close to people. I'm not like bored, but like I've stopped hugging my grandparents. It makes me feel terrible. I was built for loving, guys. I was not built for a social distance. I can hug my kitty, though. My kitty's been getting all the hugs and all the love. And my pup. But she's blind and deaf, so she doesn't like hugs. I mean, dogs don't like hugs. Did y'all read that recently? Dogs don't like hugs. So, yeah. Yeah, color planning is hard. Most of my art is pencil drawing, right? So I'm better at black and white. Like I've done hair color and I've done nails, but as far as like blending colors together, it's actually kind of hard for me. My first painting class I took in college, he did this limited palette exercise that was actually really, really cool, where you pick a color and then you pick a the opposite of that color, a complementary color, and then you can pick what are they called? Where they're like two away from the original on the color wheel. And it actually turned out really, really pretty. It's my prettiest painting. But yeah. Scobo paints, I actually don't feel like an extrovert. I'm probably like, I know everybody says this, but I'm probably like an ambivert, because when I did hair, it drained me. Like after maybe 10 clients in a day, couldn't take it anymore. I just felt drained. But yeah, I do miss people. I miss going to the grocery store in the middle of the night. I don't like the grocery store with a bunch of other people. Val Under the Red says, I'm odd. I love being around lots of people, but I also have no problems with isolation. I'm an introvert or an extrovert. You're an ambivert. Okay, so Corporea says, my favorite exercise in art class was to do a whole painting in grayscale, all mixed from different complementaries. It was educational. I love stuff like that. I love color mixing. Split complementary, exactly. Sadie challenge, do a figure in a monochromatic color scheme, black and white. I like that. I don't know if people still do this, but I feel like when I was a teenager, do you remember when everybody was doing the desaturated pictures of themselves with just like their lips or their eyes? I'm guilty of doing this. Like your eyes would be blue or your lips would be red. I could do something like that. It'd be fun.
You talking about for like your MySpace profile picture?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. I had a real good one where I cut my own bangs and cut them like Yolandi Visser. You know what I'm talking about? I took my bangs from like here. So it was like a lot of bangs, and I took them too far here. Woo. Woo, it was something.
Thank you, Dr. Bob, for the tier 2. The
Thanks, Dr.
contrast.
Bob. What did Justin? What did your MySpace photos look like? Did you work the angles? Did you have hair?
No, I did have hair at
Hi,
that
Paul
point.
John's life.
It was primarily underneath a hat usually, but
You have big
it
curly hair, right?
typically
Yeah.
when it's there, yes.
So
When it was there.
I've been wondering, are you shaving your head a lot at home, or are you letting yourself go?
Thankfully, my fiance basically doesn't want to look at me unless
That's sweet. Does she help you?
I'm kidding, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
No, but she does remind me. I am thankful for that. That she will frequently say, "Hey, it's getting kind of long. Won't you?" I'm like, "Okay, you're right."
Planar Crossroads, we're doing Reaper Live at 6. I think I get to be here. Big treat for me. So I never get to play with everybody else.
I task you with finding a green, if you can.
You don't
like
like my background?
Or a monocut. Well, it's not so much that; it just looks good with what I've designed.
Oh. Well, this is what I've designed. I wrote you guys a little note. Dave loved it. You probably can't see it because of the glare.
No, you can see it.
Hi, Reaper Beepers. Yeah. Eyes are red and lips were blue. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Oh yeah, I could just get a bottle of green paint and get to painting the wall. I haven't painted that much. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. I did the stony base. We've got about 6 minutes, so let's do... Okay. I don't know. I think we're just going to stop for here. I think we're at a good stopping point. What do you think? What do you think, Justin? Will you allow it?
Looks pretty good, yeah.
All right. So this is what we've got. Didn't get a whole lot done, but we're all really excited. It's a weird time. I missed streaming. Missed being with you people. Yeah, those are devil horns on the smiley. I thought it might look like a cow, but I left it anyway. But yeah, this is it. This is the skeleton crew painting platinum. Like I said, I would have liked to do it at home, but it just didn't work out that way. I don't live like that far outside of civilization, but far enough that I can only get satellite internet. And it sucks. It's like literally the only thing I can get. Like one company will help us. They're putting a subdivision in, so I'm hoping like with those people, they'll bring me better internet because I'm tired of it. Like watch Netflix with my grandma and we can watch that, but we can't watch Hulu. Hulu for whatever reason doesn't work. Chris Air, the gym is going to be red. It is red on the mini, and I'm going to go with it as well because I'm born in July and it's a ruby. So yeah. So I'm going to go off topic a little bit. I just started the old Tiger King. Did you watch it, Justin? Or did you just send me a meme about it?
No, I finished all of it 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
I just saw that meme and immediately thought of you.
Yeah, have y'all checked out somebody showed me this. I don't watch Saturday Night Live anymore, but old Stefan on Saturday Night Live on the Weekend Update with Seth Meyers. I showed Justin it because I really relate to Stefan. But yeah, Tiger King was so good. I was telling Justin this. When I was a teenager, I got really depressed one time, and John Overton's over here. Everybody, here he is. He's waving.
Can they see?
Yeah, no, they can't. They will soon. Yeah. Thanks for casting and building kits. They love you. So anyway, got really depressed. And this didn't happen very much, but a couple times when I was a teenager. Everybody's saying hi. But I went to the mall, the Golden Triangle Mall, with my best friend, and the Joe Exotic people were set up there. So they took this empty store and they put 3 little tiger cages and a big tiger cage. So you had to pay like, I swear it was $75 for like 15 minutes to play with the baby tigers. And they had a big tiger in there and he was like pacing. And then we got to play with the little tigers and they were like yay big. Like they were pretty big and they were rough. Like they scratched and they bit and they were real cute and everything. I was kind of surprised that they could do that, you know, especially because we weren't 18. We were 15 or 16. Dr. Bob, exactly. This show has everything. Yes. But, yeah. Okay. So then I was really excited about it and I went to work and I was telling a guy at work about it. And I was like, oh, I went to see this show and they take around these baby tigers and you love on them and you pay for it. And it pays for this wildlife sanctuary where the tigers get to run and play and it's the best life ever. And this guy at work was like, actually, it's not really fun for the tigers and it's a bad deal and they're bad company and whatever. And because I was a teenager, I think I cried. I really showed him. I was really excited for the tigers. But yeah, I still don't know what I believe. I don't know if it's, I hope they were good to the tigers. I mean, how could you not? How could you not be good to tigers? But yeah, I have a hard time not liking Joe Exotic. I haven't watched it all the way to the end, so if there's something that makes me not like him, I'm sorry. But I love his charisma.
I think they're all really
Methed up.
I think that everyone in the show is basically a bad guy. And I think
Really?
that's the hilarity is the entire show convincing you that one person is better than the other, and I think that they're all basically of poor character. And just like I'm convinced the old Carol actually kills her husband. So
Yeah, probably. It's like they said, though, tiger people are a certain way. And it's funny because when I was in high school, I wanted to be a monkey person. Like, I wanted to be like Jane Goodall and go live with primates. And I had a science teacher that actually did work at a zoo. And she showed me she got attacked by a chimp. Apparently, chimps are very aggressive. They have a lot of misplaced anger and they're very smart. So this chimp came up to her with a flower and had like a shank behind his back and he stabbed her like over and over and over again. So she healed, they got her out of there, she was fine. And then the next time she tried to work with a primate, she was giving shots to like, I think they were like capuchin monkeys, and they all like smelled her fear and swarmed her. But I used to want a monkey before that, and she was like, no, you don't. Like, they're really not happy. They're really complex. Like, they have their own needs and whatever. But it was funny because I feel like a monkey person, more so a monkey person than a tiger person.
I'm with you there, Sadie. I'm not a big I like cats, but I'm not. Tigers don't do anything for me.
I would like to foster a baby tiger if somebody needed it. Dr. Bob says, I heard the great thing about Stefan is they didn't let him see what he was going to say until they were live. He would have to cover his mouth to hide the laughter. Yes. So John Mulaney wrote for Stefan, and John Mulaney would change words so it would surprise, I can't think of his name right now. Jesus. Bill Hader. So it would surprise him, and Bill Hader would like try and be professional and try and not laugh, but John Mulaney loved it. So that is one of the best things about Stefan. And also what I like about Stefan, and this is something kind of positive, is that Stefan didn't do so well right away. Like, they really had to find the right spot for Stefan. And I relate to that. I relate to that hard. Yeah. Dr. Bob says, and now you work at Reaper, close enough. Kind of. Maybe one day I'll go live in a jungle and work with chimps. I think it wasn't a chimp, it was an orangutan. I saw a video of it washing its hands because it had seen its people wash hands. Chewy Boots, the cult guy, seemed like The devil? Yeah, but I also see like what people see in him. You know what I mean? But yeah, he did seem like the devil.
No, I agree. I actually think that in this circumstance, really what we're looking at here is Joe Exotic was the least intelligent of all the crooks. I think
What?
I think that yeah, I'm sorry. I think what we're seeing is a systematic removal of competition when and all of them basically are absolutely guilty and awful human beings. It's just he happened to be the least intelligent and went about it the not strategic way. Even though
Justin,
I agree that he is likable. I'm not saying they're not likable people. Well, Carol is for me is very hard to like, but
there is
the
a
rest of them are
difference.
likable.
There's a difference between being a country bumpkin and being dumb.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I think that he wasn't that intelligent. If I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. It's hard for me not to like him. And I liked what a loving man he seemed to be. I mean, obviously you don't know the guy. He's probably pretty nuts. He probably
Oh,
had some going on, but I loved his husbands. I
oh
thought they
yeah,
were all
like
cute, even the one with like missing teeth.
I saw a meme by the way, which it's kind of
Is
messed
it Joe
up, but
Rogan?
it was no, it wasn't Joe
Oh,
Rogan,
okay.
but it's obviously there's lots of tiger memes out there, obviously. But this one was a picture of Joe Exotic, and it said, "You." Now this is listen, obviously not my opinion, but it is a chuckle worthy meme. It said, "You aren't born gay. You're told you're gay by Joe Exotic, and then you become one of his husbands."
Yeah. Um yeah, some people are just on a different part of that spectrum. You know what I mean? Um
Sure.
uh but yeah, I saw the one of Joe Rogan on the left and Joe Exotic's muscly husband on the right, and it was like when you order something from Wish and you finally get it. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like him.
But
20 tigers
anyway,
is 20 tigers. Are you going to tell me it's almost time?
no, it is
Okay.
definitely past time. But
Time.
yeah, if people, I do agree that Jeff Lowe was an arsehole. Like I said, if
Oh,
they all got into
yeah.
a bus and drove it off a cliff, I would not shed a tear.
That guy seemed like a monster. But I do want to say before we end, this is kind of a debate I have with my honey. I love the zoo. I know there are good zoos and bad zoos, but I love the zoo, and I don't think the zoo is cruel. Now, we have the Fort Worth Zoo here, and I think the Fort Worth Zoo is better, generally speaking, than a lot of zoos. It seems, I don't know. I want to say it seems better than Dallas, but I haven't been to the Dallas Zoo in a really long time. But I think that zoos are a special part of preservation and getting people interested in animals. So, like, I don't like it when people demonize the zoo. I guess circuses aren't good. I don't think I'd go to a circus with animals. I like that they're going toward circuses with people, like the Cirque du Soleil kind of thing. And that's the fun part anyway. But yeah, I feel like if an animal can't be rehabilitated, there's nothing wrong with giving it a safe place to live and letting especially children see animals and learn about them, and I think it probably helps with empathy, you know? I don't know.
I think that's a fantastic note to end the stream on.
All right. Well, I think I'll see you guys
Uh,
at 6. I don't know.
with that being said, there are, let's see here. I just drew our 5 winners for
We have
today.
5 winners.
We do, and I'm gonna go ahead and announce them in chat here. Do you want to tell them as soon as I'm done announcing them what they can do
Yeah.
to
I'm
claim
gonna,
the prize?
I'm gonna show them what they win. Poketool. Hi. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna be on at 6. I think I'm gonna be on Reaper Live. Is John Overton still here? Are we making Poketools?
We're gonna ask that now. We've already given them away, and we're asking if we're
Awesome.
making Poke.
We have some made. We're gonna make it.
That's it. Even if we didn't, we're gonna make them now. We
Good
gave
night,
them away.
Ed. Love on Goose.
All right, our 5 winners, real fast.
5 winners.
Before you finish.
Before I yell at all of
They
you.
are.
Mike.
Let's see here. J1121, Keldor 187, owlkinlunchbox, ladydiredoggo, and Kormechanical.
Yay, congrats. So, in order to get your Poketool, you're going to email giveaways at reapermini.com. Include your Twitch handle in the subject and in the body. Also your real name and your shipping address so we know where to send your things. So yeah, PokeTools. How many did we give away? 5?
5.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you everybody for the subs, for the gifted subs. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Had a lot of fun. And is it giveaway or giveaways?
It's giveaways.
Giveaways. No, Reaper Live should be after this at 6.
Yeah, okay. So it's supposed to start at 6. It has a lot of moving parts because of the people we're calling in. It requires all of those people to call in on time and allow me to readjust all of their stuff. So I would not hold my breath for a 6 o'clock prompt time. But we are supposed to start at 6, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't start on time today because my some of my USB ports aren't working. Your brother thinks I've got a piece of metal in one of my USB ports or something. I don't know. That's why it's shut off. I don't know. But whatever. I'm going to leave it set up so hopefully we won't have any problems. But yeah, that's it. What time is it now at your end then? Maladrock says it's 4:39 p.m.
So in theory, in 1 hour and 20 minutes, we're supposed to start the show. I would not be surprised if it's anywhere between there and add 30 minutes.
Perfect.
Like I'd say within the next 2 hours, the show will start.
So I'll be in my little station ready to go before that.
Yes, Nightheart, in theory. And actually, the hilarity here is it's not even on my command of vMix at this point. It's a matter of getting them home and logged in and then accepting my phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
Dr.
right, well,
Bob
thank
said it'll
you
be
very much.
promptly 6:34. But yeah, sorry. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We'll see you later. Are we going to raid somebody?
We have a raid lined up. So this
Babs the
person
Bat.
has only a couple of viewers and only a couple of channel views. So spread the Reaper love. She is painting some minis. I think they're D&D minis, but that doesn't matter. Remember, we like minis of all kinds. Just say hello and give her a warm Reaper welcome. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Bye.
See you tonight, guys.
Bye. 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 Bye.